Hi, I'm Shelby.
And I'm Courtney.
We are digging up our past, looking forward to our future, and showing up for the present, all while learning how to live magically. What was your takeaway from today? Our conversation on today?
I think there were a few.
Okay.
But my favorite probably is that you should talk to strangers on the internet.
I 100% agree. I think you should maybe do a Google search. I don't know if I would recommend just like running a half marathon with them, but you should definitely talk to a stranger on the internet.
I think so too.
Great. So on today's pod, we discuss what this podcast is going to be about. We talk about us and
our love for each other.
And Chippendale.
Yep.
And then the biggest topic probably that everybody wants to know about, we discussed, you can say it.
Shelby's wedding.
We talked about the wedding. Awesome. So let's do this. Let's jump right into it on the first podcast. Here we go.
Ciao.
Let's do it. Hey. How are you?
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I can't believe we're here doing this.
We're finally doing this. We have talked about this for so long. And it's here.
It's the dream.
Oh my God. I'm excited. How was your week?
My week was great.
You had a big week.
I had a big week.
Yeah.
We sold my house.
I can't wait to get more into this because the house that you just sold, like you just bought it at the perfect time and like moved out just temporarily just to move back to, well,
like
Disney.
to move back home. Right.
Yeah.
I know.
But you sold the house.
Sold the house. So lucky that we made out the way we did. But it wasn't a loss or anything.
And it was on the market for a day.
It was on the market for a day. So it was great. I was ready to be out of that house.
Yeah.
So it felt great to make moves. And we had an all cash buyer. So we could close right away. I don't even owe a mortgage payment for next month.
Amazing.
It's great.
It's out. House is out from underneath you.
House is out. Although now that I'm in the new house, the new old house, it's been a life of renovations.
But that's what makes it fun. You're making it a home again.
Yeah, you're right. It's been a dream.
But you've also been like, every time I've texted you this week, you've had like something on the schedule.
Yeah, it's been a lot of appointments. We had some snafus, like AJ accidentally drilled through a pipe in the wall, so it was raining through the ceiling.
You're doing as great as adulting as we are at home. I love to hear it.
We could only do our best, right?
We overflowed our pool the other day.
Did you really?
Yeah, we left the hose in it overnight.
Whoops.
Yeah, it was great. Anyways.
That's terrible.
I found my wedding dress this week.
No, you didn't.
I swear I did. Well, you already knew that, but thank you for acting surprised.
I know. It's so beautiful, and I want to know everything about it. Will you tell us?
We'll talk later.
Okay.
All right, great. So...
Can you give any details at all? Like, are you willing to give any little snips? Like
about the wedding?
No,
or about the dress?
The dress. I just want like 3 words. Like white, long, princess. Or whatever your words are.
Okay, well, then let me think about it, and we'll get there.
Okay,
great. So it's the first episode.
I can't believe it.
We are going to discuss us, because it's a podcast of us.
Yeah.
And how we met and how we got to where we are. And great. Because we didn't meet like in the most normal way, would you say?
I would agree. It's been quite a friendship journey.
It really has. Okay.
Yeah.
So once upon a time, I
Literally,
feel like
it is it's magical story. So it is a once upon a time.
I'm so curious about when we start talking about this. I feel like I'm going to have a different take on it than you are going to have a take on it. And I think it's going to be, okay, great. So once upon a time, we were in a Facebook group online, sniffing candles.
Literally sniffing candles.
We got into a Facebook group of like candle testers for a small business. There was like, what, 13 of us? 15 of us?
That seems right. Yep.
Something like that.
Disney inspired
lovers.
Scents.
Yeah.
So yeah, Disney lovers, Disney inspired scents.
And we're from all over the country. and we're just like in a Facebook group. And then we decided that we're just going to plan a trip with some strangers to go to Disney. Right? Yeah.
Whatever we were thinking. It must
So this
have been
was
before
back
people, like,
in 2015. I don't know if people were, I mean, it's still a risky thing for like us to do. 2015.
Definitely.
How many years ago was that? 8? 7?
Isn't there some story about, because you came down for your first trip where we met with
other
Ashton,
people from the
right?
group. With Ashton. Like I drove in a car with her and I never met her before.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Isn't there some background where like her husband came and like made sure that you weren't
No.
wackadoo?
Like nobody checked in on us. We just like got in a car and then like hours later we were like, shouldn't somebody be wondering if like we're in the car with a... Anyways.
Nobody. I don't know why I thought there was like a situation, but yeah. Okay.
So we drive to Florida. I meet you. We did not, let's be honest, we didn't kick it off like gung-ho friends.
No.
Not at all.
Not at all.
But we're just like chit-chatty. Then,
not that we didn't like each other.
No, that's not what I'm saying. It was just like we weren't, It wasn't love at first sight.
No, it really wasn't love
it wasn't love at first sight. We kind of got forced into a friendship.
Yeah.
So then I am signed up to run a half marathon, my first ever half marathon. And I think we were in Disney together. And somebody I was supposed to run the half marathon with like bailed out. And I was like, well, I'm not running this half marathon by myself. And you were like,
we were sitting at Via Napoli. I literally can remember.
No.
Yesterday.
No, we were not at Via Napoli. We were at, in Epcot, obviously, the German place.
Are you sure?
Well, I was pretty confident, but now you're making me question it.
I really felt like we were at Via Napoli.
Okay, great. So we were at dinner, and you were like, you're not running this half marathon. And I was like, well, I'm not doing it by myself. And you're like, I'll do it with you. And I'm like, who are you? And you signed up. And we ran a half marathon together.
It's true.
And we were not Chippendale.
What's more weird about that, like, how you inspired me to run a half marathon, because that's disgusting.
I know.
Or like how we committed as like not friends, but like not friends.
But like we were like acquaintances, and we were like, let's run 13 miles together. And looking back, I really didn't really know you, so you could have been like fully trained for this half marathon, and I hadn't trained at all. I couldn't even walk 13 miles, and I was like, yeah, let's do this.
Oh my gosh, I think you knew you weren't taking too many risks. We lined up.
But like, come on. So we do a half marathon together.
Do a half marathon, but not as Chippendale, you said.
Yep. And it was the princess half marathon. So naturally we agreed that we weren't going to be princesses. And we were McQueen and Mater.
Oh my gosh.
Looking back, that's pretty funny too. There's just like princesses everywhere, and we're McQueen and Mater. And I think that 3.5 hours together that we spent struggling.
Just let everybody know how slow we are right out the gate. It's fine.
Well, that was one of our fastest half marathons. I don't want to admit that.
Well.
We were doing like 15-minute miles talking to each other. Like we bonded over 13 miles.
We did.
And ever since then, we've been best friends.
I think we exchanged phone numbers by the end of it.
For sure, we had each other's phone numbers before then. But that was really what, like, we had never been on a trip together. Like, even that trip, I wasn't on it with you. I think my mom was there. Yep. We just met up to run a half marathon together. Yes. And then, And then I think, like, well, no, because I think that same trip you did, like, meet my, like, grandparents and my mom and, like, Ryan.
Yep.
And this was 2016. Also, we were totally different people then. Like, I don't even think you weren't full gung-ho, like, entrepreneur then.
I was doing other stuff.
Were you?
Yeah. It was, like, before. So I founded Mouse House in 2013. I just, like, found a post-it that said that the other day.
Wow. Okay. I didn't realize it was that. I thought it was more, like, I think for me, because I was doing, at the time, Cafe 47, but it was more like a hobby.
Yeah.
It wasn't, like, full-blown, like,
I was doing like personal shopping.
Yeah. But I would almost say that was more of like hobby style. I wouldn't, would you say? I mean, you were new. Like, we'll discuss that at a later date. But like, we weren't full entrepreneur status like we are now. And it's
No,
like,
I wasn't like making my own product or
right.
anything
And
like that.
not
Yeah.
to like get cheesy, but I do like you are part of why I am now entrepreneur status.
That's disgusting.
No, but I'm serious. Like our friendship, I think made that. Thank you.
I love
Appreciate
that.
you. Okay,
Yeah, I
so
appreciate you.
2016, we do a half marathon. We become BFFs. Actually, I wouldn't even say that because there was another trip that we were like friends, but it was almost like making adult friends is really hard. I was thinking
Yes.
about this, like going into this podcast. I'm like, wow, Courtney and I got really lucky because making adult friends is hard. And I think we were truly forced upon each other multiple times because
Yes.
I think it was probably my next trip when it was like probably my first trip with you directly. I had another friend bail on me and I was going to not go on the trip. And you were like, no, just come down and we'll hang out together. And I was like, how can this girl even like me? Like she just did like 13 miles with me. Now she's just like come to my house. I'm like, this is crazy. And then then you couldn't get rid of me.
Yeah, literally. I think that was the trip. Like we became friends for sure on the race trip.
Yes.
But then when you literally came and stayed in my home,
Yeah.
I think that was when it was like, all right, this is.
And also
like, we're in
looking
it.
back though, like nowadays, I would never do that to somebody.
What?
Like I'm so anxious about like life. I can't imagine just like inviting myself into somebody's home.
Oh my gosh.
You know?
No, I invited you. Huh.
I know, but like I'm just saying, I don't think I would do that again.
Well, I'm glad you did it.
Well,
I'm glad
okay.
it worked out the way that it did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we spend like a weekend together, and then that was probably when Chippendale was born.
I think so.
Maybe we had decided we were going to do a Halloween party, which this will be our 6th one coming up.
Are you kidding?
6 or 7.
We had a 5-year anniversary and we didn't celebrate it.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah. And so we sign up to do, or not sign up, we are going to go to the Halloween party and we need costumes because who goes to a Halloween party not dressed up? Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party, of course. And I'm like, it was last minute. We were like, we need costumes. What are we going to be?
Very last minute.
And
I remember like crafting in the car
Yeah.
between the airport
Yeah.
and
Like
the
we
Magic
had
Kingdom.
no idea what we were going to be, but we knew you'll get to know us, I think, soon, but it was like, what are like 2 people, like Disney people that are like, who can we dress up as like a pair, like a girl pair. And it was like Elsa and Anna. Meh.
Right.
Everybody's doing that. Who wants to be Elsa and Anna? We already did the McQueen and Mater thing, although very out of the box. It was like, who are those people from Alice in Wonderland? Not Alice in
Well,
Wonderland.
I know you're not talking about Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
Yeah, Tweedledee and Tweedledum. That went through. That was in our list.
It was.
We
and so
almost
was-
committed to that.
Who are the mean sisters?
Oh,
Lady
yeah.
Tremaine and
I don't even know their names.
Anastasia and Drizella.
Okay, we were gonna be them.
Yeah.
And
but
then we landed
we're too
on-
nice for that.
2 chipmunks.
Yeah.
Sounds right.
Fitting.
So we go to the Halloween party. That had to have been, well, if our marathon was in 2016, so Halloween party was like, it was probably 2016. That sounds right.
Like February
To October or
Yeah.
September. And we have the time of our life.
literally.
The time of our life.
We shook our tail feathers.
But like that moment, I remember sitting on Main Street, probably watching a parade, and we said to each other, we should keep these costumes and we
Yes.
should just add on to it and be a different version of Chippendale every single
Yes.
year. And
It was like we found our people. Like,
yeah. And like looking
Yeah.
back, I don't think we actually thought we were going to, well, obviously I didn't because I lost my costume, but we didn't think that we were going to like really commit to being different versions of Chippendale every single year.
no, and it becomes harder every year.
It really
to
does.
think of a version.
And my poor mother has,
And your poor mother, who's a champion at costume making.
makes all of our costumes, and some of them are the one this year. So spoiler alert, we have this year's picked out,
We do.
and I don't know how she's going to make that one happen.
I don't either.
Like
I don't know if there's going to be like a hula hoop involved. or, like, some
she
suspenders.
has sent like multiple versions of fabrics that she can use, but I just still do not know how this is going to play out.
It's going to be awesome. I can't
Stay
wait.
tuned for September.
Stay tuned.
So we're Chippendale, great. And then I guess we were just kind of BFFs after that. We ran a lot of half marathons since then.
Yeah. Yeah.
We've been a lot of Chippendales.
We've come together, and like now I'm in your freaking wedding.
And now you're in my freaking wedding.
I can't believe
What?
it.
Oh man. Okay, we're not talking about that yet. I have some questions for us from some people on Instagram. Should we?
Okay.
Should we
I
go
wanna
through
know
them?
all about it.
Okay. I think we might have covered some of them, but here's what we got. Well, this one's gonna be hard. And 2 people asked this. Which Disney duo are you most like alike besides the monks?
Oh.
I would almost say Anna and Elsa.
Anna and Elsa.
You're like professional and have your life together like Elsa. Oh, you thought you were Elsa? And I'm like
Wait,
quirky
am I Elsa?
and yeah, you're Elsa. I'm definitely Anna. All over the place. And I was like, you think you're Anna?
No.
Oh, you're like making a face at me like I am incorrect.
But I don't think that I'm professional.
I do. Oh, I do.
That's hilarious.
You have it's like you're just I just feel like your life's more put together. So you're Elsa. You're the queen.
I literally don't even have a job right now. What are you talking
But you chose that. We'll get into that more on another day, but you chose that. You are Elsa. I'm Anna.
You're right.
You have a different dynamic
All
duo?
right, I'll take it.
Do you have a different dynamic
No.
duo? Okay then.
I would have gone with it too. I just would have maybe used different qualifiers.
Okay, fair.
But sure. Like you love chocolate.
Exactly.
I love running away from my problems.
I mean, same.
Just works.
Great. We should have probably answered this one from the get-go, but somebody asked, which one are you? Chip and Dale are my favorite, second to the main mouse. I am Dale.
And I am Chip with a chocolate chip nose.
And that is how you tell them apart. The Chip has
Yes.
a chocolate chip nose. How did we go? See, this is why I am Anna, because we went about picking Chip and Dale, and you were like, I'm Chip. I don't want to be the goofy one. And I was like,
Yeah.
well, I got it.
That's right. It's like, I'm not going to have buck teeth. I don't know what we're talking about here.
So I was like the buck teeth one. Here we are. And I'm the one that has to wear red lipstick on my nose. Okay.
Right. Yeah, but I have to wear black lipstick on my nose. So, like, who's
Yeah,
counting?
but no, could you use like black liner and it stays better?
Oh, whatever.
A favorite Chip and Dale we've ever done? The next one. No, I always like to say that. Favorite Chip and Dale we've ever done.
Yeah, the next one. That's so sweet. My favorite was, I can't remember which Chip and Dale we were, but my favorite like memory of Chip and Dale was when we went to studios and like met them and then had to like run to the Magic Kingdom to like catch them in a parade.
I think that was the original.
I think it was the original too. I think it was just like a memory.
we've met Chip and Dale multiple times at Hollywood Studios as them.
Yeah.
And I think the first year we got there and there was like no problem and they made like a really big deal of us and it was great. And the second year,
that's what I'm remembering.
Okay, because the second year we did it, they cut the line off. They wouldn't let us in the line when we had just ran there. We were dripping sweat and they wouldn't let us in the line.
Yeah.
But then even afterwards, like like Chip and Dale still wanted to come say hi to us, but it was like very brief. They refused to take pictures of us. We had to like use our own phones.
Wild.
Yeah. So you're remembering the first time.
Yeah. I'm remembering the first time where we have like that great photo on not Main Street, but like whatever the main street of studios is.
Yeah, we have a ton of pictures there. We met like Olaf that day. We met Minnie that day. That was like that was in the good old days of Disney when like the lines weren't all an hour long. So it was possible. Yes. Yeah. I think my favorite Chip and Dale was like all of our costumes have been really great and I think our costumes get better and better, but I more think of like the moments that go with the costumes. So I'm going with Halloween Chip and Dale with the cowboy ones because when we saw them in the parade because they were dressed like us, that was like the best time ever. Yes. I loved that one. That one was good.
I agree.
So they know that we both have Pelotons. So they say who uses the Peloton tread more, who loves it more, any regrets. I can definitely answer for both of us that we have no regrets.
We have no regrets.
No regrets. I would say you probably use your Peloton tread more than me.
But you work out more than me.
But I have like the bike too. Like today I did the bike where you could do the tread like all the time.
Yeah, I like to mix it up between my tread and outdoor stuff just to like
Florida?
stay entertained. Not like running. No, not running.
It's like too hot.
Just like going hiking. We
So
call
who
it
would you
hiking
say
in
loves
Florida
it
because there's
more?
no change in elevation. So
Yeah, I always wonder that.
yeah,
I always get
just
like my
walking.
my watch goes off and it's like Courtney hiked. I'm like, hiked
Yeah.
where? She's in Florida.
Yeah, it's very flat.
It's a fake hike.
But it's like in
You
a
can come see
state
me up
park.
here and we can hike.
I would love that.
Okay, great.
Let's do it.
So who would you say loves Peloton more?
I think
it's like-
that
it's-
you love Peloton, the brand.
Mm-hmm.
You like embody their spirit.
I do.
You are their ideal
like, it's
client.
become my lifestyle. But I do
Yeah,
think you
I
love
think
the
that-
tread more.
Yeah, I do. I love the tread.
Yeah. And AJ loves it too.
My husband is obsessed with the tread. It's disgusting. They like have a love relationship. He put it in his office.
He did put it in the office?
Yeah, it's in his office. So like behind his desk when
Oh my
he's
God.
on video chat or whatever, there's a Peloton in the background.
I love it.
Like,
I love
loves
it.
it.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
so good. We have 2 just generic Disney questions real quick. One is our favorite parts of Disney cruising, which you've only been on 1 Disney cruise,
Correct?
but you are like the queen of Carnival cruises.
True.
Okay, so per a Disney cruise, what was your favorite part?
Ooh. Tough to say. Tough to say.
My guess for you would be like
Yeah.
the shows, but that's just
Yeah, the shows were very incredible.
'Cause
They
you're,
were
like,
like next
into
level.
that.
Yeah, and I was with theater people when
Yeah.
I went, so we like really got into
Yeah.
the theater. It was very fun. I was into the shows, but also I would say like Castaway Key. is
that's
a
my
big-
answer.
Yeah, okay, go for it.
That my answer is Castaway Key. There's just
Yeah.
there is nothing like it.
Yeah, agree.
It's magical. And then we have very different answers, I think, on this. But somebody asks, "What's our favorite park shoes and sandals?" You are like good to go and like kind of whatever, and I'm like a baby, so I have to wear like specific shoes. But I would say I've finally gotten into the it doesn't matter what you look like on your feet. Like I'm gonna be comfortable in the parks, so I like just wear like my favorite sneakers. I could tell you the brand, but I don't think it matters. I think you got to find the right shoe for you. But I do have
Agree.
Croc sandals that I really love. But you can
But
wear
do you-
like anything.
Do you wear Croc sandals in the parks?
Yeah, you know my black strappy ones? Those are Crocs.
Oh, but they're not like the rubber what you imagine in a Croc. They're like a strap-on shoe.
Okay. No, they got a
They're not
rubber.
like-
They got like a Croc bottom.
But they don't have like rubber. They're not like a rubber thong Croc.
No,
You know
no,
what
no,
I
no,
mean?
no. They like, I could like run in them.
I don't know if they would like float if you threw them in water.
Yes, I think they would.
Oh, all right.
I'm willing
Okay.
to try that another time.
Good. Yeah, I go with whatever.
You're like
I'm not
cool.
particular,
Yeah.
but I have learned since I got back. We went to Italy maybe a month ago now, and we did a ton of walking, like more even than I do in the parks. And I found a pair of shoes that I love from Target. They're really
Oh.
cheap. They just were like Velcro on sandals. They look very similar to your Croc ones,
Like a Tiva type style.
like a Tiva style.
Yeah. But they're
just, like,
Target and
cheap
they're
from
so
Target.
comfortable.
Yeah, and they're black on black, so they match
Wow.
everything.
Good to
Yeah.
know.
So that's my new choice.
Your no go to at Target. I love a good Target find.
Me too.
Our last question, which I guess can bring us into what everybody was wanting to hear about. They asked if we signed up for the Princess Fairy Tale Challenge. I know.
I don't want to talk about it.
So we didn't because we will be busy that month because I'm getting married. Yeah. We did sign up though. Of course, we signed up for the Chippendale Run. It's a 10K in January.
Yep.
Just a reminder, we signed up for a 10K. Heads up. So we didn't sign up though for Princess because I am getting married.
That's right, and I can't believe it. And I'm
you're
here for it.
in the wedding.
I can't believe that either.
Okay, should we discuss some of it? I
I'm
told.
giving you now some time. Can I have your 3 words that describe your dress?
Oh, Oh,
heads down. Just like think it through. How does it make you feel? What's the vibe? Like romantic? Is it
romantic is a
sparkly?
word.
Is it
I would
short?
say romantic. It's not short. Romantic, I think, is a great word for it.
I agree. But I think "but" is a great word for it.
But is a good. Okay, romantic, but and I almost want to call it like elegant.
Yeah.
But it also has the vibes kind of like where we're getting married.
I agree.
Okay, so
where's that? Where are you getting married?
I can't, like, obviously we can't hear the listeners, but I'm already hearing them gasp when I say
because it's like such a shocker.
I know.
It's like Taylor Swift would never get married here. I don't think.
No, she would not. Okay, we're getting married in Las Vegas.
Yeah, baby.
What is happening? I have not posted about this yet, but we're getting married in Las Vegas. It's like a destination wedding. Just our closest family and friends. Yeah, we're doing it. 2023.
What does closest family and friends mean to you? Is that like 4 people? Is that like 100 people?
No. We are looking at like probably 45 people. We
So
kind
small.
of, yeah, we didn't think anybody was going to go. It's like a big ask. Hey, fly to Vegas for a wedding. But it seems that everybody is so excited. So
I could have told you that.
like everybody that we invited, so like we don't obviously we save the dates, but we didn't send invites. But anybody we've talked to are like they're doing it. They're flying
yes.
to Vegas for me. Well, us.
I had the same experience when we got married. We got married here in Florida, but neither of us are from here.
Yeah.
And so it was a destination wedding for everybody.
For everybody else but you.
But us.
Yeah.
Right. And I was floored at how many people were like, yeah, we're coming. I was like,
can we talk? Wait, can we pause and talk about your wedding real quick and how it shut down Disney World?
I can't. Wild. We'll have to do a whole episode on like how I killed Disney for
Courtney
COVID.
got married literally the day before Disney shut down for COVID. Freaking crazy.
At Disney.
Disney Springs. So then I shot down Las Vegas instantly. But then I got on Pinterest and I was like looking at locations because I'm not really like a city Vegas girl whatsoever. I've actually been to Vegas one time and I hated it. So I was young though.
Wow.
Yeah, that's great. But I didn't want like some like rooftop like casino bar. That's just not my vibe. So I found this one place. It's called I guess we can get into it, the Neon Museum. And they have like old school, like all the old signs are there. And
it's the coolest vibe I've ever seen. And I think I've only ever seen it before on HGTV or some like very fashionable.
So unique and different. And I was like, okay, fine. If this is doable, that is the only chance that we have to getting married in Vegas. And lucky for him, it worked out.
I love it.
So we're getting married in Vegas.
I can't believe it.
And
I'm so excited.
I've never been there. Bridesmaid. You've never been to Vegas?
I've never been to Vegas.
Oh my God. We're going to have the freaking best time.
Yeah, I'm a gambler. I love being
know. Oh, this is dangerous.
Cruise, Yeah, this is going to be really fun.
I thought you had been there.
No, that's why I'm like trying to book this trip, but also we're going to come for like a minute.
Yeah.
We're gonna
oh my God,
I
didn't know that. So I've been to Vegas one time. I was probably like 14, 15. It was for a cheerleading competition and I hated it. But I think I was like too young and I just like, there's a lot that goes on in Vegas and I think I saw too much. So I was like, oh boy.
Yeah. And it can't be fun if you're not 21, not because it's all about like drinking and whatever, but
you're not allowed in like a lot of places. Yeah. So we're doing Vegas. We are going to go visit in like September to like plan everything and like see everything. And I told Kyle that when we go in September, he needs to like make sure I leave like loving Vegas. Wait, did I tell you we got tickets to Derek Huff, like his dance tour in Vegas? So in September, we're going to see that.
I'm so jealous.
Yeah. We did that once.
Oh, we did that once.
We got to
see Julianne and Derek.
That was the last time they've ever been on tour together.
Well,
did you know a lot of people don't know who they are?
Yes, I did know that a lot of people don't know who they are, which is remarkable to me because I think they're amazing.
Surely the people listening are like Disney people, so they know who Derek and Julianne Huff are. Interesting. Yeah. So we're getting married in Vegas, and that's everybody. I'm sure is like, is this girl all right? I'm
so excited.
I had asked on Instagram what people thought our our wedding was going to be, like just to take a guess. And there was maybe like one or two people that said destination. People pretty much knew that we weren't getting married in Disney, which is very interesting. But most people thought like a small wedding at home, which it is a small wedding, but in Las Vegas.
Well, your whole vibe is very home. Like you're connected to your not your neighborhood, but your community.
Yeah.
I feel.
Yeah.
So it makes sense that people guess that, and you're very much like a hometown girl. You like doing like apple picking and
true.
Like,
but the only other place I visit is Disney, so I can imagine. Yeah, great.
Right.
Oh my God, it's happening.
So this is like so out of left field for you.
It is, but it's starting to feel normal. I guess that's a good thing, right?
Well, it's interesting that you say that, because my question was going to be like, how are you feeling about planning a wedding from so far away?
Well, so I think so I'm a very, like, I know what I want, and like, it's easy. Well, you're kind of the same way too. Like, we got engaged and I had like all of our vendors and everything booked within 2 weeks, because I'm very much set on like, I want this, and this, and I just know. Like,
yes.
So that part hasn't been hard. I mean, I'm putting a lot of faith, I guess, in Instagram and like what I've seen, because we have not seen the venues. When we go in September, we are doing a food tasting, but I already have the caterer booked. Like, it's not like I can go find a new one.
Right.
So
you won't have time.
Yeah. But I put a lot of faith in Instagram. I'm not really somebody that needs to like, did you like tour a lot of venues?
I would say not.
Like, I know somebody right now that's on like their 4th wedding tour of like a venue. No. And to me, I can like go on Google and like search and find something and just like, I'm good to go. So I feel like I'm not having a hard time there. It is weird. My best friend just got married and I did a lot of like DIY stuff for her wedding. Yeah. And it's weird to me. Like, I can't do that for mine because like we just can't travel with all that stuff.
That's what I keep asking you. Like, are we going to need to come early and assemble things or do little crafts?
I mean, I guess if I have it shipped there.
Yeah.
I guess I haven't thought that through.
But I have to think about it. I mean, some crafts would be fun. I'm sure there are some things you're going to have to DIY. Like, how are you going to have a favor?
Well, I already have that in mind. Like, I already know how that's.
Oh, you already know?
Yeah.
Oh, well, we'll have to talk about that. I want to know what you're thinking.
I know. I don't want to like give like too much away, because I do like, we only are having 45 guests, but I want like a lot of it to be a surprise to them. So I'm like, we'll have to have like a post-wedding pod and discuss all of the things. But for now, I guess that's all they get.
Yeah.
Which is a pretty big step here. We're getting married in freaking Las Vegas.
I can't believe
Surprise.
It. Yeah. Surprise for everyone.
Surprise for everyone. Oh my gosh. It's crazy. It's crazy. But I'm so excited. Okay, cool. Let's just discuss this podcast a little bit of like what our plan is, so people know why they should come hang out with us every week.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
And then we'll end it and discuss, for next week. But I just want to give them this is like the pilot,
Yeah.
So like today was day 1 check. I wanted everybody to know like who we are and like how we met, and they're definitely going to learn more about us individually soon. But I think we went through this, like we had talked. It's got to be years that we've talked about doing a podcast.
Years.
Yeah,
for sure.
Basically, Courtney and I will get on a phone call together and we will be talking for hours. But we get off the phone and I'm just like so motivated and like ready to crush it. And I was like, why aren't we recording these phone calls for everybody to hear? We come from very, I would say different backgrounds, but we both ended up being like female entrepreneurs. And I don't really love using the term like female entrepreneurs. We're just entrepreneurs.
Agree.
But I think we went 2 separate ways to get there, and now here we are. And I think we have a lot to, we don't realize we have a lot to, I guess, share and teach people. But I do think, like, deep down we do.
I hope so.
Yeah, I just think we were both, again, made something out of nothing. But also you went to college, and although you did not go to college for business.
No.
And I did not, but, we got here somehow.
We got here, and now we've gone we're in two very different phases right now. Like you're planning a wedding and your business is doing awesome and you have like a lot of exciting things in the pipeline. And I just sold my business and just sold my house. And so I'm like in a different phase, but they're both just as good. Like I think we're both just as excited about life right now.
I completely agree.
Just interesting how we got there.
Yes, 100%. And I think you're going to like hop on to the next thing, and then maybe I'm going to be in that next phase and vice versa. So I think we have a lot to share, and we would like to have other guests on here who maybe, I think you can have success not even just being entrepreneurs. Like we want to share everybody's success and like how, I guess, basically that you're living magically.
Yeah. I want to know about more than just, I hope we talk about more than just work stuff. I think it's exciting to talk about.
We're going to have to like recap. We're going to have to recap that next Halloween party for sure.
Halloween party. I want to talk about home stuff, what we're doing to like take care of our bods.
Yeah. Oh,
you know?
Speaking of off track, I am on day 4 of working out in the morning.
Amazing. You're crushing it.
I'm trying to get rid of excuses. And if you work out in the afternoon, do you know how much time that has to like make up an excuse to not do it?
Yep.
A lot of time.
Yep.
And I am the queen of excuses. So if I get up in the morning, work out. How's your workout going?
Are you getting out, working out, showering, then getting ready for the day for the first time?
Yes. And I used to just like get up. I would put like, I obviously don't need to like get dressed in real clothes. So I would get up, put workout clothes on, go do whatever I had to do for the day, come home, work out, shower. And then it was like, it's not the greatest routine, but I'm feeling pretty good. And I know it's only day 4, but I keep working out earlier and earlier every morning. Cause again, I make my own schedule, which is a pro and a con, and I can show up to the office whenever I want. So it's been earlier and earlier.
Text me in the morning when you hop on, because
you're gonna do that.
I would like to try doing the morning. I've been doing the afternoon, which is fine, but you're right. Not that I'm skipping the workouts, but like I'm definitely not motivated by the afternoon.
I was skipping the workouts. I'd be like, man, this couch looks a lot more comfortable.
Or I'll just be like, let's do something easy for the workout.
Exactly. Okay, great. Yeah. So I think we're going to discuss, just like literally how to be better us. And I hope that translates to being a better you for whoever's listening. And then of course, please reach out to us if you have, I guess, like questions or things that you would like us to touch base on, and yada yada.
Ideas for us. We love ideas.
We have some in the pipeline for sure. Yeah. We'll just say it now. Like the next couple episodes, you're going to learn more, I guess, about Pixie Lee and me as a person, and then all the things that Courtney has done and Courtney as a person. And great. Yeah.
It's going to be a ride.
It's going to be a ride, but we're so excited, and this has really been a long time in the works. So I'm glad that we're finally sitting down and doing this.
Me too. It's so nice to see your face.
I know. It's going to be like a fun little time for us to recap on each other.
Yeah.
Oh, this is going to be good.